How's your digestion?
Get you. It's better a second ago. What? Look, man. You got your phone numbers. You made your threats. Now go away.
Well, I'm gonna make them good. I can go over your phone records tonight. But first, I gotta ask you.
Hey, no. You're not gonna do a thing. You're just trying to bust my head. I know what you're doing. Now, why don't you get through your cement skull for once? If one of those phone numbers leads you to Kelly, you'll already know more than I do. So don't ask me about it. Just, you got it, man? Don't ask me.
The crazier I make you, the happier I am. You're an inspiration to me, Cruz. I mean, you give me a reason to get up in the morning to greet the birds. You make me want to make this place, this world, a better place to live in. Without you. You know, underneath all this is innocence and ideals like Katie. I think she'd be proud of me today. Don't you?
Look, the other earring, it's gone.
Where is it?
I don't know. It's got to be at the beach. It must have fallen off. What are we going to do if somebody finds it?
Are you sure that's where you lost it?
Well, it has to be. Before Katie arrives. What are we going to do?
Cold and wet at the moment. Two of my favorite words. You can start without me. Go right ahead. Then we make tracks inland and, I don't know. What do you want to move for? Movies, museums, mountains, what? You tell me.
I really don't want to go home. Okay.
You don't want to go?
I'm going to go home, yeah.
Well, so soon? Well, how about giving me another chance? Come on. I know I brought up another woman. That was against the rules. But I promise, I just figured that you were a friend of Cruz's. You seemed troubled. Look, enough of that. I promised to make you laugh, to charm you, to enchant you, to even make you giggle if necessary, so that by the end of this evening, you will not even remember that this place, which shall remain nameless, ever existed. Mm-hmm.
Pearl, you know, the feeling that I have right now, it's not going to leave when we go away from here. It's not something that's irrational, and it's really not a phobia. It's something that happened at this beach a long time ago that I remember.
Oh. I see. So it has nothing to do with, it's not generic, the beaches alone. Right?
No, and you've been very sweet, and I don't want to spoil your day, but I really, really want to go home, and I'm sure you've got a billion other things to do.
No.
Her name was Kelly, you said?
Yeah. Listen, despite my stupidity, even my worst enemies will tell you that I've got very big ears, which are perfect for listening, and large porous shoulders, which are eminently suitable for crying upon if the need should ever arise.
Thank you. I'll remember.
Come on, Hayley, you got yourself here. Now, please, tell me.
I just lost control of myself. I got swept up. Brick, please believe me. I didn't know what was going to happen.
All right,
swear.
what happened then? Well, just tell me. Go on, Hayley, tell me. Tell me, Hayley. Hayley, the news people are outside. What are you doing here? What news? Get out of here.
Lily is going to make a public apology, Brick.
What, about murdering my wife?
No, for the unfortunate behavior of a few misguided people. Lily's been grieving for you, Brick. We both have.
So what am I supposed to do? Be grateful? Or am I supposed to be impressed that you can manufacture a few tears with the cameras? You hounded her? You made her suffer an agonizing death? And you still can't leave her alone?
No, Brick, please. You know, I didn't know the reporters were going to come here. They followed us from the house. I thought that maybe...
Yeah, so you thought maybe you might be able to use a little damage control on your reputation. Well, not at my expense. You've used me and my family as your props for your act long enough.
I'm sorry. Brick, I'll tell them to leave. I'll do anything. I just want you to know how deeply I regret...
Don't profane her memory here. With your easy words. I've seen a lot of hustlers my time, and they'll do anything for a buck, but you're a killer.
No, she's not, Brick. I swear.
Then tell me. Tell me, you know, don't you?
Haley is here for the same reason we are, Brick. To offer her sympathy. Isn't that right, Haley?
No. You're here because you've got a conscience, right? Now tell me. We made you do it, then you came here to take the blame, right? Right?
No, Brick,
Right?
she had nothing to do with it.
No one had anything to do with this. Brick, we all know Amy's death.
Get out of here! Don't even mention her name. You have no right to be here. Get out! I said get out of here!
Brick, take it easy.
What are you doing? Stop this.
Get her out. Tell her to get out of here!
Rick, everything's gonna be all right. Mason and Lily, please leave.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Get out of here. There's a private service. You're not turning this thing into a tent show. Oh, wait a minute. You want a story? How about a small town girl makes good? She commits murder and gets her face on the front page the way she's always wanted.
Please. Mr. Wallace is in shock over his wife's
Not
death.
quite, Mason. And you helped her. She took a bunch of kids, whipped them up into a frenzy so they carry out her dirty work.
Rick, this isn't gonna do
But
any
she
good.
left nothing to chance. Because she didn't just drive me out of a job, she killed my wife, too.
No, Rick, that's not the way it happened. Hayley, be quiet.
Why are you covering up for her, Hayley? She's been using you all along.
Let's wait outside and leave him alone.
Mason, I really think you should take Lily and leave.
Why don't we do as she says?
I'm gonna stay. Hayley, you haven't changed your mind about... About what? About what?
Let's go, Lily.
Do you have any idea what you've done? What you destroyed? You preach about goodness, but you don't even know what it is. Amy was good. In ways that you're never going to understand. But you've taken her away now. And our little boy will never know her. He'll never know his mother.
You're right, Brick. Amy's death seems impossible to comprehend. It's impossible to accept that a young woman who had so much to live for, so much to give the world, should suddenly be lost to us forever. A child should be deprived of his mother, a husband, his wife. What reason for that could anybody give you that would ease your grief? There's not one, I know. World seems like a madhouse. Life seems a cruel joke when the best among us are suddenly taken away. It's like looking in a mirror, Brick. I've been down the path you're on now. Rage and hatred and an overwhelming thirst for revenge. But none of those ever did anything to take away or ease the pain, even for an instant, Brick. The only comfort I was ever able to find was when I was finally too tired, too sick to hate anymore. When I was finally able to let go and feel the sorrow and start to forgive. Not just the people I've been blaming, but God for letting it happen, and the one I lost for leaving me, and myself for not somehow preventing it. That's the hope I hold out to you, Brick. That one day you'll be able to forgive. And it'll give you peace.
What are you doing here? Are you crazy?
It's too late. I already called the police before I came here so they could find out where I am.
Oh. Hi. Are you the young lady that's been leaving mysterious messages for me all over town, huh?
Well, it was nice of you to finally decide to answer them.
Yeah, well, I just got them, Sweepy. I've been a little incommunicado all afternoon. I went out for a drive. I took the car, and I just got back. So, what's up?
Well, one of your private detectives in Boston called and
From
left
Boston?
word for you to call.
Well, maybe something happened with my brother. Maybe they found him, huh?
No, they didn't. I got tired of waiting for you, so I called myself, and he said that he was just checking in and that they were working hard, but they hadn't found anything.
I appreciate you trying to reach me.
So, where did you go driving?
I went over to South Beach. South Beach.
Alone?
No, I was with somebody, Victoria Lane, the actress, Look, I am sorry, but you did ask me, so I thought I would tell you.
Well, I neglected to ask with whom, but thanks for tossing that in just in case my feelings weren't hurt enough.
No, Courtney, wait a minute. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I don't want to lie to you either.
Pearl, there's another alternative. You don't have to do things that hurt me.
Lately anything I do falls into that category, Courtney. I think that you're a wonderful woman. We've had some wonderful times together.
Oh, stop.
What?
I mean, you're talking in past tense like we were high school sweethearts that married someone else. How can you turn your emotions on and off so easily, Pearl? I have been through so much with you. You don't even know Victoria Lane. Why is she suddenly the priority in your life?
She is not suddenly the priority in my life.
Oh, well, do you like her?
Well, yeah, I like her, but actually I'm doing Cruzy a favor.
Do you like her more than me?
Good grief, sweetie.
I know. You have never made me any promises, so you have free license to get your picture in the paper with any sweet-faced actress you want.
Do you seriously think that was all planned by me?
No,
Come on.
I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, you're such a nice guy. Why is this happening?
Huh?
You know one of the reasons why I liked you from the start so much was because you didn't like Madeline, which meant that you weren't going to leave me for her.
Well, I cannot imagine that was ever a regular occurrence with you and other guys.
All the time. Every time I liked someone, she'd go after him, and they'd always follow her like lemmings into the sea, even David Laurent.
Excuse me. You had a thing with David Laurent?
Almost. I don't know. Madeline, it was different with him. Madeline brought him back from Hong Kong after... she met him there, and she wasn't sure if she wanted him. So, while he was hanging around waiting for her, we got to be friends. Oh, Pearl, I wish you would have known him then. He was nice. But Madeline saw something happening between us, so she moved right on in, and less than a month later, they were married. I mean, she couldn't even let me have her leftovers.
I've never heard you say anything like this about your sister Madeline. I mean, you never ever did anything but defend her.
Well, she always needed it, didn't she? Pearl, this is so ironic. I mean, I used to always blame all my rotten luck with men on her, but she's gone. And now it's happening again. Is there something defective in me that I don't see that everybody else sees?
There is nothing wrong with you. Look at you. You're beautiful. You're strong. You're smart. You're gutsy. So stop acting like the last boat that sailed over the horizon, because it didn't. You're going to have so many guys falling all over you. You're going to have to shovel your way out.
I want you.
You got me. As much as I can give to anybody, you got.
I want more.
We're official friends, remember? Forever and ever. We formed our own club.
Well, I quit.
We're looking for Hayley Benson.
That's me.
No, the person you're looking for just left. Miss Benson, we'd like you to come with us to ask you some questions. We received an anonymous phone call saying...
Excuse me, this is all a mistake.
No, wait, you can't just take her in because some crank called you.
It's all right. I will go with you. Just a moment. Rick, I am so sorry.
It's not good enough, Hayley. Better understand. I don't know who I am now. I'm with you.
She's all I have left.
Do the police think that Hayley has something to do with this, Brick?
I don't know. They're all trying to humor me. Keep pointing fingers at different people. Getting dizzy just watching the whole guess, you know, maybe they're afraid of me. They sense something more than just grief. You're right. I don't think I've ever felt anything worse. No. When I last, I found out the Waltzes were my real parents, I thought that was the worst thing I could feel. Nothing compares to this. It's like I'm not connected to anything. I'm just floating around out there somewhere, with nothing to hold on to, except anger.
You have a lot to hold on to. You've got your son, and you have a lot of people who care very much about you.
I've got my anger, I've got that.
Yes, you do have that. But that's only a feeling. And it's gonna go away someday.
What if I let go of that? I don't want to find out. She'll just be gone. Time to forget, Rick. I can't forget. She's my life, my life.
It's okay. It's okay.
Can you just leave me alone for a little while, please?
Yes. Look at me. We're not gonna let you get too far away. Because we love you very much. And we need you with us.
Hi.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just with Brick.
Oh.
You know, we're very lucky.
Yeah, we are. I love you, baby.
I love you too. Did you know Hayley was taken in for questioning? I think it was about the fire.
Yeah, we got an anonymous tip. I'm gonna go in a little while and ask her some questions. Can you do me a favor on your way to work?
What?
Will you stop at a payphone and give me a call?
Why?
Tell me that Kelly is coming home tonight. You just got word. We're supposed to meet her at the beach, say, half a mile below the beach bar around 8 o'clock. And don't mention her by name. Call her our mutual friend or something like that.
I don't get it. Keith?
Who else?
Is that why he wanted those phone records? He heard me call Kelly, and now he's trying to pin it on you?
Yeah, and he's got half a leg to stand on because for a while there I knew where she was.
Which was my fault.
Don't worry about it. Whatever he's got on either one of us, he came by illegally. That's a black market bug. We don't use this kind anymore. Now, I can't prove that he put it there, but I'll be able to if he takes the bait and shows up tonight.
It's unbelievable how much he hates you.
Well, I believe it, and I'm not about to sit around twiddling my thumbs while he looks for a way to nail me. I'm gonna nail him first.
I guess you hate him just as much.
Are you kidding? After what he did to Santana?
Actually, I think it happened a long time before Santana. She was only a way for him to get to you.
Whatever.
Was it Victoria Lane? Keith told me that he knows her. Was she seeing him before she was seeing you?
Tori is not the problem, Eden. Whatever Keith says. Do you remember what you told me a little while ago, how lucky we are? Don't forget that, okay?
Keith. Well, I'm gonna go make your call.
Thanks.
I love you.
I love you too. Yourself.
Be careful. Please?
Yeah.
Where's Mason?
Let's make a phone call.
I'll make it quick then. Hayley, I love you. I don't want you to go to jail.
I don't want to go to jail either. I'm scared to death, but I can't deny what I've done.
What did you do? You threw a can. There have been brawls in Buzz's place where there hasn't been a dish left unbroken. But it never blew up before. How were you supposed to know that some crackpot rigged a can with a homemade bomb?
That's exactly what I'm going to tell them.
They're not going to believe it. They're going to think you're the crackpot, and they're going to charge you with murder.
No, wait. What makes you think that they're not going to believe me?
Because it sounds like a lie, Hayley. I picked up this can. I don't know where I got it from. I wouldn't even believe that. You know what they say? Truth is stranger than fiction. Well, stick to fiction, sweetheart. It'll simplify things, and it's not a lie.
It is lying, and I can't do it. I will hate myself for it, so I won't.
At least promise me one thing. That you won't say anything. Just keep quiet. Ted's going to, and I want you to do the same no matter what Mason says. You want to get Ted in trouble? That's what's going to happen if you open your mouth. They'll get Ted for perjury or worse.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Hayley, I admit that I've been selfish and thoughtless at times. But I'm only thinking of you and your welfare. You're the only family I've got. I don't want to lose you. It might sound selfish, but it's only for your own good.
Gina, keeping quiet is going to make me look guilty.
No, it's not. It wouldn't be for very long, and they'll find this mad scientist that made the bomb. If they can't pin it on you, they're going to keep on looking. We'll throw your life away.
My, Aunt Gina. What a long nose you have.
I just came to see if Hayley was all right.
Well, she was fine when I left her a few minutes ago. I won't answer for her now.
I'll see you later. Take care.
Telephone call for you, Mr. Timmons. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, that has to be your sister, Kelly. What time's she gonna be a cruise? Oh, it's gonna be beach party tonight, isn't there? Thanks. Thank you.
Hello?
What do you know? The lady of the man, or the hostess with the mostess.
Man with all the answers.
Oh, I got answers. I got millions of them, thousands of them. I don't have any questions.
But I do have one for you.
Oh, really? Go ahead, shoot. No, you might be tempted to do it. No, it's all right. Go ahead. Ask me, darling.
This feud between you and Cruz.
No, feud is too sickly and pale a word for what I feel for your lover, but go ahead.
I've heard Cruz's side. I wouldn't mind hearing yours.
Oh, debate, I'd love it. But, you know, before I rebut, you're going to have to give me the other side's statement.
How about if I just take a statement from you and I can decide for myself?
In your own unbiased way, sure. I'll make it simple for you. Cruz took away somebody from me that I love very, very much, and I will not forgive him.
Is that it?
No, he treated her very, very badly. It sort of turned a melodrama into tragedy. Nobody got out unscathed.
What kind of tragedy?
Well, that's the end of the debate. Now for the summation. I'd watch out for Cruz. He's not beyond treating you just as bad.
Rick, why don't you come back to the house with Nix and me?
No, I can't. Marissa's with Johnny right now, and I've got to go back.
I just don't think you should spend too much time alone.
Let me tell you something, Lionel. There's one thing I'm craving right now is time alone. I just want to sit down and be with Amy and remember what it was like. It's the only way I'm going to be able to get rid of this ugliness. I need to do that.
Take all the time you need. And when you're ready, remember there's an eccentric anthropologist / ex-mattress salesman who'll be very honored to have your company. All right?
Won't forget. Don't worry about me, huh?
The thing I worry about is this business with Lily.
I'm pretty clear on Lily. She wants to put the blame on somebody else. I'm not going to let that happen. She's the one that murdered my wife.
Hi.
Hi.
Listen, I'm not going to be able to make it to Amy's memorial service. I still haven't talked to Hayley, and I got Ted waiting in my office.
You're questioning Ted?
Yeah, well, just going over what he said before.
How'd they do on the phone before?
Fine. Let's just hope Keith was listening.
Well, I have a feeling he doesn't leave much to chance. Actually, I saw him at the restaurant earlier.
Did he say something?
Well, he obliquely tried to explain why the two of you are enemies.
Oh, yeah?
Because you took Victoria Lane away from him.
He told you that?
Well, he told me you took away someone he loved very much. He called it a tragedy.
Well, you know, I wish you wouldn't go to Keith for your information. He seems to get a kick out of misleading you.
Maybe you do, too. You've been seeming to do a lot of it lately.
Tori was never an issue between Keith and me.
You gonna tell me there's another woman involved besides Victoria Lane?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. It was Keith's sister, Katie.
I don't understand.
Keith somehow holds it in his mind that I am responsible for her death.
How did she die?
She was swimming in the ocean. She drowned.
How long ago?
Around 5 years ago.
Were you seeing Victoria at the time, or had you broken up?
It was around that time.
Cruz, I don't understand why it is like I'm pulling teeth trying to get information out of you. I mean, this sounds simple enough, except for the fact that why does Keith still blame you?
Because that's Keith, you know. I don't see that the details are really what's important here.
Hey, Inspector. This just came up from the lab. Did we get lucky? You know that metal fragment we found sticking out of that window frame that got blown clear out at Buzz's?
Yeah?
It's part of that tin can explosive, all right. On one side, they found gunpowder burns. And on the other side, one good, clean print. Hayley Benson's.
Thank you, Stu. Even,
No, I don't want another glass of water. I want to get out of here. How many times are you guys going to keep asking me the same questions?
The quick and easy way out of here. Why don't you answer the question?
I don't have anything to say.
There are witnesses who can place you at the scene.
Well, then you're just going to get some better statements from them.
We'll look at the statements, and after we do, we're going to drag you into court on a subpoena, and you're going to testify. And if you're self-destructive enough to pursue this folly, we'll cite you for contempt and throw you in jail.
All right, I got the picture, man. You don't have to beat it to death. Can I go now?
Look, Ted.
No. You can't go now. I really don't think you have the picture. You're laboring under the misconception that because you're a Capwell, you don't have to follow the rules. And that Daddy's going to finesse you out of this. That he's going to call somebody up in the golf course.
You're going too far, Keith.
No, you've gone too far. Don't think I don't know that the Capwells tried to obtain a captaincy for you last year.
Which I turned down, not that it's any of your business.
That's brilliant strategy. Wait for a bigger plum. Maybe CC will make it head of one of his corporations.
You know, I don't think you have to listen to this garbage, man. You are out of here. Let's go. But I hope you will change your mind about talking.
I want to see Hayley now.
I bet you do.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't think you're going to rendezvous with her until we talk to her first.
You'll release her then, though, right?
I'm afraid not. Her fingerprints have been identified on what's left of that can that exploded. She's going to be arrested and booked once she's questioned.
Wait a minute. I want to set out bail for her.
I'm sure bail will be set tomorrow morning. Charlie, will you bring Miss Benson in, please? I'll be in touch, Ted. Sit down. Got the recorder running right now. Why don't you just start talking?
They won't believe you. They'll charge you with murder. You don't want Ted to get in trouble, do you?
Hayley?
Hayley, you don't have to answer any questions at this time if you don't want to.
Mason, she agreed to come in and make a statement.
Cruz, my client has been under enormous pressure. She's entitled to change her mind. Besides, you can't detain her on the basis of one anonymous call.
No, wrong again. We have new evidence, you see. We found her fingerprint on fragment of the incendiary device, you see. The can she threw into buses.
Well, one fingerprint, if that's all you've got.
That's enough to make an arrest.
How do you figure that, Cruz? All it proves is that she touched the can. Maybe it was a soda that she drank. So reduce the charge to littering and go out and try to find a psycho that turned the can into a bomb.
What do you think we're doing?
Oh, come on.
Hayley, do you want to say something? Fine. Charlie, yeah, take Miss Benson downstairs and book her, please. Thanks.
Come on, Hayley. We'll get the bail set and get you out of here in no time.
did Ted tell you?
What should he have told me?
She's guilty and the capital kid's covered.
Yeah, and Mason's right. We don't have a thing on her. Ted is the only witness. He don't talk, she walks.
Oh, he'll talk, all right. If he doesn't, I'm going to treat him like a non-capital offender.
You know, I'd hate to be living inside your head, Keith.
Oh, no, it's actually wonderful living inside my head. Very interesting. I remember everything.
So I've noticed. Forgive me, but I'm out of here.
Hey, heavy day?
Thought of Hayley being in a jail cell just...
I insisted that they go ahead and set bail. She'll be out soon.
What's going to happen after that?
We'll play for time, try to build a strong defense. All they have is one fingerprint.
Okay, then what about Ted?
He hasn't said anything yet.
What if he does?
Well, I hope by then that his testimony will be anticlimactic. All he can say is that he saw Hayley throw a can. He didn't see her pack it with explosives or pull it from her pocket. There's no evidence for premeditation.
You make impossible things seem possible, Mason. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, I'm almost packed and ready to go. I was going to like that. I felt really good staying here. Felt really safe. Mostly because of you. Mason, you've been so wonderful. I owe you so much. I just hope I can repay you.
Hello.
Cruz, it's Tori. Can you talk?
I'm alone, if that's what you mean.
Look, I was just out at South Beach. I was shaking so hard I couldn't even get out of the car.
Tori, I wish you could just let go of this. I wish we could all let go of it.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was with Pearl. I know he's a friend of yours. I'm afraid he's going to start asking some questions. I need to know that you haven't said anything to anybody and that you're not going to.
Ian talked to Keith today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's playing games with her. All she got off of him was that he blames me for his sister's drowning.
You're not going to tell the rest, though, right?
Well, I haven't, but I don't like it. The combination of you being here and me holding back, you can't really blame her for thinking things are a little weird, you know?
I understand, but you're not going to do Eden any favors by telling her. She's just going to carry it around with her, too.
I realize that, Tori. I realize that. That's probably why I've kept my promise. But I gotta tell you, with him asking questions and talking about Katie, this isn't easy, Tori. Yeah. I'll see you later.
So, did Victoria Lane know Katie Timmons, too?
Tori and I were having a private conversation.
I just heard you mention Katie like it would have been somebody she would have known. I was just wondering. I won't ask about it.
How was the service?
It was really beautiful. I'm sorry you missed it.
So am I. I can't believe Amy's gone. And we were kids together, you know. How's Brick?
He's fine. I don't think he really accepts the fact that she's not here anymore.
I'll bet.
Is it almost time for you to go down to the beach?
Yeah, just about.
Can I go with you?
No. This is between Keith and me.
Like everything else.
Not everything, no.
Almost everything. Look, I'm not going to quiz you about this anymore. I'm really not. I just wish that you could get out of it.
I am trying, baby. Believe me, I am trying.
I'm scared. I'm scared of what this is doing to you.
Hopefully part of it's going to be buried tonight.
Will it? I've never known you to have anything in your past that you haven't been able to tell me about.
I don't feel good about it, believe me. If there was a...
What?
Can't talk about it.
Thank you for going easy on me. I appreciate it. I gotta go.
Hey!
Gina, what are you doing here? You never come to the beach. You don't like to walk on the beach. You don't like the ocean.
I love the beach. I just hate the sand. Now I got little seashells in between my toes. What are you doing down here? Your car's parked about a mile away.
Maybe I didn't want to be found. I wanted some peace and quiet. I wanted to think.
They'll think on this. I want Hayley out of jail right away. You can't throw a young, innocent girl like that in with a bunch of hardened criminals, even for one night.
Oh, you save the wear and tear on your toes of your feet, baby. You know what I mean? Because the bail had been set.
What? They told me that she wouldn't be out on bail until tomorrow morning.
You've forgotten what the Capwell name stands for in this little bird.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about strings. It stands for strings. Mason pulled some strings, all right?
You mean she's gonna get out tonight?
Bingo. Ted's paying the bail tonight. And why don't you trudge on home, wait for her there, you know? Poor thing. Hard to think of her. Hardened criminals every place she turns.
At least I feel a little better. What about her case, though? Does it look bad? I want to talk to you about her defense.
Hasn't it occurred to you that what you're asking for might be a conflict of interest for you?
Oh, Keith, I thought we worked out all those conflicts of interest in the bedroom.
Well, not tonight. Nope, not tonight.
Why not?
I'm gonna go do some fishing. Catch a big one.
Mermaids or what? Oh, no, I think it's vendetta time. What did you do, wire Cruise's beach for sound?
That's all, folks. Go.
All right, but I want to see you first thing in the morning, and not out here.
In my office.
Good luck. Don't let Cruz, wiggle out of the net.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hi.
Hi.
Listen, Hayley. I want you to know I didn't say anything and there was being questioned. Huh? Look, I still got your suitcase in my car. It's not too late.
Ted, it's no use. I want you to tell them what you know, please, for your own
Hayley,
sake.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Hayley, because I love you.
Don't. Please, Ted, don't you realize we're never going to be able to be together again?
No, Hayley, we're going to get you off.
I don't deserve to be off. I wanted to tell Cruz everything in there. I don't know why I didn't.
Hayley, because you know deep down inside that you are not guilty.
Do I? Ted, I didn't even want to get out on bail. I guess Gina came up with the money.
No, she probably tried, but I got there first.
Well, I'll see to it that you get your money back.
I don't want my money back. I want you.
Don't protect me. Don't try to save me. There's nothing to save me for, all right? Look, I'm gonna go get my bag out of your car.
Gotcha. What the hell are you doing here?
Well, brass band was too busy, so I thought I'd come here myself. This is an odd place for Kelly's homecoming. I do know, yes. You know, Kitty died not too far from here. You know that? I guess, your choice in spots, really doesn't make any difference to me. This whole coastline is sort of tainted to me, you know? Did I ever told you about this? My whole life turned around when I found her body that day. I mean, you're a cop. You pulled bodies out of the ocean. So you know how they usually look when they're bloated. The fish half eats them. But Katie was newly dead. You know, she still had the throes of mortal surprise on her face. I remember when I ran up and saw her body lying in the sand. She looked alive. Half expected her eyes to open, but they didn't. I tried to breathe life into her. thought maybe my breath could save her when no one else's could. She was gone. But the one consolation in the world for me that day was knowing that she was finally free of the hell you were putting her through.
Oh, for God's sake. She had everything to live for. She didn't need me.
You think I didn't tell her that?
And what would happen if you just let this go? I mean, is there anything left to you? Did you die with her that day?
It's not over for me. It's not over for you. You think you walked away from that. But I'm telling you right now, I made myself judge and jury. And I'm carrying out a sentence. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to wait a little longer than you thought. You see, because Eden and I cooked up that call about Kelly just to make sure that I was right about the wiretap. It wasn't a little bird that told you, was it, Keith? It was a little bug. A little bug that's about to bite the hand that planted it.
You must be proud of you. You think I care if I don't find Kelly tonight? I don't care. This isn't about Kelly. This isn't about a wiretap. This is about Katie. Kelly was just a shovel to dig you deeper with. It wasn't her. It's going to be somebody else. Believe me, my friend. If it isn't tonight, it'll be another night.
Hello.
Hi.
May I join you?
Sure.
I was kind of hoping I'd run into you.
Why?
Well, I found out about Katie today. I was sort of curious to hear more.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking about.
Keith Timmons' sister, Katie.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the name before. I can't help you, though, because, I never met her.
I kind of assumed you had.
You're mistaken.